Good morning from the office. I'm your host. Whoa, I better get the mic over here. I'm over there. I hope that didn't. Are we good there? Are we good? Just double checking, okay. All right, well, I had it over there. I wanted to double check. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We're here in LJ, Georgia. Um, Still have that cough. I got to make sure I don't have that cough today. This afternoon, I'm doing a couple interviews. Um, where was I at? Oh, hello. Josh, let's tell them how they can contact the show. If you ever want to contact this show, 706-889-9700, chief@fetchernews.com, and there are all the social media ways you can follow us. Now, it's Tuesday, double checking. It's a pretty nice day out there, okay? Starting to get some high school baseball in now in North Georgia, where last week it was water polo they were playing, right? There's the joke. Number 19. Number 19, you can't separate a man and his train. You can't separate a dictator and his train. You can't separate the boy from his train. Okay, Trump is arriving now on this massive Air Force One. Trump set to arrive in Vietnam for a second summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. He arrived earlier via train. He is in Dong Dang. Wow. Dong Dang, Vietnam. There's something you want to keep saying, right? Headed to Hanoi. This train, the bullet train, 18 mile an hour, 2.5 days it took this guy to get there. I mean, he likes to travel by train. Let's not push on the guy, right? He likes his train trip. He likes to look at the countryside. He enjoys it. He likes to clickety-clack when he sleeps. Oh, I hear you can just sleep so well with that click, almost like rain. Anyhow, 2.5 days, but Little Rocket Man, Kim Jong-un is in Vietnam waiting President Donald Trump. President Donald Trump will be upstage. Let's go to 24, and then we're going to get into the major part of the discussion. Cohen's scheduled hearings today will be behind closed door for the Senate Intelligence Committee. Hands off. He can talk about anything he wants. They can ask any question they want, no matter what it is. Closed door, confidential. Wonder what will leak out of that Senate Intelligence Committee hearing today. Now, that being said, it's closed. Tomorrow and Thursday. Now, tonight, the president will enjoy a private. The media will go crazy, but it's a private, semi-private, with one or two advisors plus translator dinner. Basically a private dinner with Kim Jong-un tonight. We'll start things out, okay? So today's hearings will not, because they're not open to the public and they're not going to be reported on, will not overshadow tonight's dinner that the president will be having with Kim Jong-un, and the press will go crazy wanting to know what was said, what he promised. And they'll probably, before they're done, want to subpoena the interpreters to Congress to say, what did Trump say? Anyhow, but tomorrow, I told you yesterday, this is 2 days in a row, 2.0 for BKP, I'm sorry. This is probably one of the most un-American things that I've ever seen done out of the national press. Now, there's 3 things they're making sure this week. Okay? Now, I support the media checking on the government. Stay with me. I support the media of keeping the government honest and transparent and going after things when necessary. The government, not Donald J. Trump. I do not support the media at any time placing themselves and the attempt to destroy the President of the United States along with this country over and above being patriotic and realizing the stories they are running this week are not necessary till the president gets home. There was a time, now people will take me to task, say, well, remember when Obama did this, and remember when that happened, and remember, I don't care. There was a time we put the brakes in this country on this kind of reporting when the president was on foreign soil. There was a time when the president was in a summit that we stopped and focused on the summit for the best interest of the American people and our country. I do not mind if they scrutinize what comes out of the summit. I don't mind if they look at it. I just think this week should be dedicated, for the most part, to the second summit with Kim Jong-un of North Korea, which has not launched in almost right at 2 years any missile tests. Okay? Remember something, every time that the media, the deep state media, reports to you that the President of the United States and Kim Jong-un, it was a photo op, the first one in Singapore. Every time we hear, or you hear out there on CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, the list goes on, Washington Post, New York Times, whatever it may be, remember, every time you hear them say Soho or Singapore 2.0, we can't have that. There had to be a meeting. There had to be handshakes. There had to be a general trust, okay, within these two leaders, like them or not. First, this could be one of about 4 or 5 meetings they will have in effort to open North Korea up economically, human rights, start getting their people, a hamburger, all the above, while denuclearizing the peninsula. You got to understand, South Korea, our ally, wants us to negotiate and set up some terms to start the process of opening up North Korea. So that being said, remember that. Remember, Nixon opened up China. Now, we won't go into great detail of when Nixon opened up China and went to China. We won't go into that today and what happened here that resulted out of opening up China. But the Democrats cannot afford opening up a new customer like North Korea. The Democrats can't afford American companies actually doing business in North Korea. They cannot afford an economic boom in North Korea. They cannot afford America sitting down and writing a trade agreement with North Korea. They can't afford it because it only escalates, highlights, and pulls to the front the Democrats' failures in North Korea. But this week, to help the Democrats along, they plan, one, let's just throw number 26 up. The total blocking Trump. This is the week. Now, that is not what this references, but CNN at 4 a.m. Eastern Time. 4 a.m., boom, right out of the box, live, 4 a.m. We're going to start our morning. We're going to work with ABC, all of them, and see how we can block Trump. Blocking Trump. Now, that's supposed to be in reference to Nancy Pelosi, and this week they want to block his national emergency for the border wall money. They want to block it. Now, the media will not do a report. Any of the media will not do. Maybe Fox is doing it, but they won't do a report of how many times Jimmy Carter used it. I read an article the other day read Jimmy Carter. They won't do a report on how many times Jimmy Carter used national emergency. They won't do a story on Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama. They won't do a story on any of those declared national emergencies by those presidents. But this one here, they plan to block. That's this week. So the media will run all week while our president is in Vietnam tomorrow, in Hanoi. And it was not necessary for all of you out there that claim to be journalists in any way, shape, or form that say, finally, Trump went to Vietnam. That is not necessary. So anti-American, so offensive to the ones that did go to Vietnam during that time, our veterans. Not necessary, okay? Second, so this week they plan to vote in the House, okay? They plan to vote in the House over, this is this week. Let's go to number 32. GOP senator opposes Trump's national emergency. Senator Tillis warns fellow Republicans not to look the other way. So Tillis, a senator from North Carolina, will vote no. Okay. The House will pass blocking the president's national emergency for funding to secure the southern border and build a barrier. They will block it. They will send it to the Senate. You have senators like North Carolina's Tillis, which is up for re-election. You have, what's her name out there in Arizona? Is it Murkowski? Whatever her name is. You have Collins. You'll have your group that will move to block it. And the president said, if, now here's Tillis' statement, number 33, as a conservative, I cannot endorse a president that I know future left-wing presidents will exploit. What about past? Obama, Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton. It's just something that could happen. This is what Tillis' statement is. So this week, the attempt to block, and number 31, if it gets to the president's desk, Trump says he will veto congressional resolution. If it gets to his desk, he will veto it, and he's certain there's not enough votes to override it. 2/3 majority in the Senate or the House or whatever to override it. But that being said, that's this week. The media will run with blocking. Now, he's in Vietnam. They will run with that all week. Now, let's go to 29. The second story they are going to blister all week to try to push the president off the front page in Vietnam. That is doing something for the best interests of Hawaii, the mainland, China, actually, Indonesia, Japan, South Korea. Number 29, Rosenstein, transparency is not always appropriate. Rod Rosenstein, Deputy Attorney General. So they're all up in arms. This is 4:04 a.m. CNN. They're all up in arms. Rosenstein. Adam Schiff, this number 30. This is Adam Schiffless. This double standard won't cut it. For 2 years, I sounded the alarm about the DOJ's deviation from just that principle as it turned over hundreds of thousands of pages and closed our ongoing investigations. I warned the DOJ, you need to live by this precedent, and it will. Now, what Rosenstein is saying, if you do, and I brought this up yesterday, he is saying if you, okay, all right, if you do a report and there are American citizens, okay, now this is just like the FISA warrant, okay, unmasking American citizens, it's actually, it doesn't matter who it is. And he says if the report names American citizens that have testified in this report that are not indicted or not going to be charged, then their name should not be released and the information they gave not public. Now that's a Department of Justice standard, okay? Excuse me. So sorry. Nobody ever told James Comey at the FBI to come out. Maybe one of these days I'll get over this. I am so sorry for being so rude. Nobody ever told James Comey at the FBI to come out and do a press conference concerning Hillary Clinton and her emails. By the way, we still don't have that server. But if a prosecutor, and that's what these people are, if a prosecutor cannot go to a grand jury and say to a grand jury, hey, beyond a reasonable doubt, I can prosecute this case. It happens every day in America. Prosecutors don't push it. So if it cannot be prosecuted, then it's not supposed to be released. But this story will run all week long while the president's in Vietnam. Okay? Number 29. All right? Just another one, transparency is not always appropriate. And then there's the media darling this week that CNN love, and he's still on the road, number 28. McCabe will do analyst. This is the Howard Cosell of the FBI now, okay? He is probably going to, he has already started, McCabe, and CNN has used him, Cohen's testimony in insider's view, okay? So they've got McCabe going from station to station, show to show, saying what he thinks, how important it is, Cohen is his testimony, and what it will be like. And they will probably have McCabe on their roundtables to do their play-by-play. That is going on this week, okay? And then, I think I already had this up, but number 24, back to 24. Tomorrow, while the president, now they could have rescheduled this to next week. They could have rescheduled, they could have had it last week. Don't let them lie to you. But no, tomorrow, while the most public day of the president and the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in Vietnam, they have scheduled the public meeting, House Oversight Committee, tomorrow. Public. And they're going to, I love the media's use of the fixer with Michael Cohen. The fixer. They have no damn idea, these little sheltered prep school white kids, and the, I don't want to go there. But these little preppy, sheltered kids that grew up and just have no idea what a fixer is. Okay? No idea what a fixer is. They love doing reporting and calling this guy Trump's fixer. So the House Intelligence Committee tomorrow will be closed. But the two important days for the summit is Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday will be an open committee hearing that they are hoping will glue America's eyes to the TV. And this guy could do soap opera and say, I was in the room. I remember seeing something on Donald Trump's desk. I remember him saying something very racist. Tomorrow will be Democrat fodder, okay? They will start campaigning off tomorrow. They will start making TV commercials off tomorrow. Oh, yes, they can't wait. They're hoping he sets up their 2020 run. He starts it out tomorrow with the things about the president that they think you need to know, want to know, and have to know to move on to your job Thursday. So they will try to knock everything about Vietnam and the summit off the networks tomorrow, and they will try to take Thursday away from the coverage of Vietnam, the summit in Hanoi. They'll try to do it Thursday by analyzing everything. Thursday will be bombshell day, the Cohen bombshell. Watch everything. So that week they're going to use that. Okay, number 23. Trump meeting with Kim on Wednesday and Thursday in Vietnam. See, Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, the two big days. How anti-American. Michael Cohen, number 22, begins his 3-day testimony this morning, okay? Now, the Washington Post, okay, trying to, we'll get more into that. The Washington Post, let's just go, all right, let me go here. Now, why this week? Why this week? MSNBC, 5:10 a.m., number 20. Ex-campaign aide alleges Trump kissed her without consent. That is a major news network. That is from the Washington Post. I'm telling you. And that really is uncalled for. Don't we have enough unvetted lies from the media? Here is number 9. Trump faces new sexual misconduct allegations. Ex-campaign claims Trump kissed her without consent. This is during the this is a low-level staffer that would show up, take video, post at social media. Now, here is MSNBC again at 5:30 this morning, number 5. The circle shows the white hat right there of this low-level staffer, okay? Trump faces new sexual misconduct allegations, ex-campaign aide claims, all right? And let me give you, now this happened supposedly in Florida in 2016. As a career number 6, this is Pam Bondi, the former Florida Attorney General, was present. As a career prosecutor and Attorney General, had I seen anything inappropriate, I would have taken action. I was with the president in the RV, and these allegations are false. Okay? Sarah Huckabee Sanders, number 7. This never happened and is directly contradicted by multiple highly credible eyewitness accounts. And the lady that is making the claim even said in May of 2017, this is number 10, okay? This is number 10. He's just the nicest guy. He treats everyone as if they're a part of his family. May 6, 2017, Alva Johnson, Politics and More. And Trump faces the new, and that's at 3:30. Now, that being said, this individual is claiming that, Trump went in for the kiss, in front of everybody. She's a campaign staffer, and she moved away, and he got her right here. Really? And this happened during the campaign, on the campaign trail. Really? And it took this week for MSNBC to run this morning. Really? And Washington Post. Really? Folks, the deep state media, all of the ways they plan to derail the President of the United States while on a very important summit with the North Korean leader, hopefully to denuclearize this country and get missiles that are targeted that could reach the U.S., can reach Japan, can reach South Korea, can reach Hawaii, and hopefully turn this country around. This is what they're doing. This is the hate they have for this country. 60 million Trump voters and the man. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting, and they are, what does Trump call these people? The enemy of the people. And they are the enemy of the people. And if that doesn't prove it, I'm sorry. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to take a brief break. We're going to come back, and actually the biggest story I want to talk about today is in our next segment.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on-site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead. It's truck season at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means it's time to haul home a payload of savings. Now save up to $6,700 off new Chevy Colorados at Days, or save up to $10,000 off new Chevy Silverado 1500 crew cabs. If Chevy makes the truck, we've got it, and you're going to save big during truck season. Going on right now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
8 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out. At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Hey, Josh, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. Here's the way you can contact the show, 706-889-9700. That's a 24/7 number, email, social media. Josh, I want you to Google this, okay? I want you to tell me how many places it shows up, because I want to see how many times this story shows up before I report it, so I can make sure it's not fake news or see that it is a solid story. You with me? And here it is. Transgender activist burned own dogs to death in fake hate crime. Transgender activist burned own dogs to death in fake hate crime. See how many times that shows up? Just tell me in a minute. Okay, folks, we're back again. I'm your host, BKP. And just to a real quick follow-up, you can find it online. House Speaker, for those following the story, we'll talk about it around the 9 o'clock hour. House Speaker David Ralston, Georgia House Speaker David Ralston, is in all the national media over legislative leave and having cases as an attorney, as I think maybe as far up as long as 12 years, open cases. But that being said, he's been under a lot of scrutiny for about the last week and a half. Yesterday he pushed back and he made a speech, a 20-minute speech from the well of the House of Representatives in Georgia, left with a standing ovation. I don't think the 10 that signed the resolution stood up, but it was pretty strong pushback, and you can watch that on the House of Representatives YouTube channel. Now, that being said, moving right along, how did we get here? How did we get here? And that was the question that was posed to me. How did we get here? Number 3. Number 3, this is the National Right to Life. This is their graphic here, not mine. You can see on the bottom, giving them credit for it. Born, we're talking about burn over there. Born alive infants deserve protection. These senators voted against legislation that would save babies born alive after botched abortions. Now, do you see the Democrats? Do you see the list? Because I know if I can put my glasses on and look across the room, make a screenshot there if you have the ability to do that, or look this up. Take a screenshot. Look at the Bernie Sanders, Chuck Schumer. Look at the ones there. Let's see, Connecticut, Murphy there. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can find another New York, Schumer. Shanahan from New Hampshire. Let's see, I'm looking for a particular one. Let's see. Tim Kaine from Virginia. Let's see, where's the other one I'm looking for? Gillibrand, running for president from New York. Feinstein from California. Okay. Harris, Carmela Harris from California. Booker, Spartacus there. See, Ohio, Sherrod Brown. Only three Republicans. Now leave that up just a minute. Well, no, let's go to the President of the United States, and then I want to come back to that. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go to 1. The President tweeted out yesterday. Senate Democrats just voted against legislation to prevent the killing of newborn infant children. The Democrat position on abortion is now so extreme that they don't mind executing babies after birth. How did we get here? Now, I'm going to say Roe v. Wade, okay, and that kicked some things into high gear as far as where we're at today. But how did we get here where it's become okay? From the Democrat Party, okay for millions of people to say that after birth, if this child's alive, you can finish the job and abort the child. If now this is where they're going to call me radical. If now it's irrelevant what side of the womb the child's on, it changes everything. You could tell me that I am taking this to the extreme. I think taking to the extreme is Democrats and people okay with murdering a child that's delivered during an abortion. You got to stay with this. How did we get here, number one? And I think America's asking that today. I think they will in the next election. How did we get here? There's going to be Americans that go back from when Roe v. Wade was was passed in the Supreme Court, and they're going to say, okay, I was sold on this because I did not want coat hanger abortions in back alleys. And I did not want to see if women, obviously that's the only ones that can have an abortion, if women are going to go through with this abortion, it needs to be somewhere where it's a clinic and it's clean and sanitary, and there is actually a trained individual there to follow through and counseling for the woman after the abortion. If they're going to go ahead and do it, then that's what I would rather see, not quoting me, right? I'm saying, how did we get here? So in Roe v. Wade, maybe that's what happened in the starting of justifying it. That back then, remember the coat hanger? Everybody knew back then that we did not want women in back alleys with somebody, or these underground abortion clinics that we did not know were sterile, clean, somewhere with a trained individual that could actually do this. So we convinced ourselves, not me, America, we convinced ourselves in many ways that if you wanted an abortion, okay, it needed to be done the right way, and I guess I'm okay with that, although I just don't agree with it. But, you know, if it's going to be legal, then that way at least it can be handled properly, okay? How did we get here? And then we got into late term, defining when, okay? We went through a stage of, remember, telling mom and dad. This has been fought all the way through. How did we get it? Remember through the 80s or whatever when, okay, and we started finding our way through abortion, and we said, okay, well, if an individual is this age, okay, the parents have to be notified. Well, now different states got into it, writing different legislation, and it was tested, right? So we went there. Then we got into, does the father have the right to know? Well, hell no, it's my body, it's my health, and, you know, my decision. But we got into, should a father have the right to know? Notification. Now, I'm not glossing over, but there's a lot of stuff I'm not going to really be able to get into. We went into late term, and we said no. We said no third trimester. No, absolutely not. But then the left said, here, listen to us. It's not that we want to, okay? We went from abortion at conception with we didn't want it in back alleys, and at least we wanted it done by clinics that were sterile and had trained people, to now third trimester. And we said, no, this is not okay. We're not okay with this. Then what did Democrats do? They rushed in what they found to be medical explanation. Oh, we will set back for medical explanation. Now, I'm not saying America is okay with late third term trimester abortions. I'm not saying that. But we decided then we would put medical. And we started writing all of these, and this is from Planned Parenthood, and this is from all the ones out there that justify murder, period. So they went through medically. It started that the baby may have diseases, the baby have deformities, that we could go in, is it amniocentesis, okay? We could pull fluids, okay? We could do testing, and if in the late term, deformities or things that will be, health risk to the mother, and basically it's not a viable fetus. So then we brought the medical industry in, and we tried to sell America that that would be okay. Why, if you decide that this individual is going to have so many deformities, the quality of life, no life whatsoever, live on machines, have no brain function, and it's just going to be, $900 million worth of care to two parents that can't afford it, that will ruin their lives, then I guess we leave that up to the family to make that decision. These are all the ways that we continued to justify this murder, the Democrats. Now, we've gotten to what I learned. I did not know this term. I'm happy not to know it. I mean, I don't come in here hoping I have all these answers. But then we went into infanticide, okay? And we heard Governor Ralph Northam, okay, in Virginia on a radio station say the baby would be delivered. We would keep the baby comfortable, and then the mother would make the decision. That's what we heard. We said, whoa, America did. Now, the media does not want to let you know this, but America did, and they said, whoa, how did we get here? Wait a minute. You told us at Roe v. Wade, abortion's the law of the land. We didn't want women in back alleys using, coat hangers and going to underground abortion centers that were not sterile or have do not have their license to practice and properly trained individuals. We didn't want that. The coat hanger. We said okay. We went with that. Then we went with the rules involved in the abortion. Does a mother and father have a right to know their 14-year-old showed up at a clinic to get an abortion? We went through that. Does a father have a right to know? Went through that. Went through the medical industry telling us, we went medical, and we've got up to here, and now the baby is born. And we actually heard a governor, one of our politicians in this country, say we would keep the fetus comfortable. And we did. America said, whoa. Now the media pushed it off the front page. The media said, absolutely not, we're not running with this, okay? Because the media is in on the murder of these children in this country, okay? But America said, whoa, how did we get here? Because now you sold us up to this side of the womb. But now we're on the other side. I don't know. Something went wrong here. Something went wrong in Roe v. Wade. Something went wrong with your intentions of calling it the law of the land and convincing us it was the healthier way to go versus what women were doing underground for abortions in this country. No. Number one, Senate Democrats just voted against legislation to prevent the killing of a newborn infant. The Democrat position on abortion is now so extreme that they don't mind executing babies after birth. If they don't mind executing after birth, where is their death penalty stance? Where is their euthanasia stance? Because trust me, if you will murder on this side of the womb, you will murder, period. Second one, number two, this will be remembered as one of the most shocking votes in the history of Congress. If there is one thing we should all agree on, it's protecting the lives of innocent babies. Now, Trump doesn't go as far to say protecting the lives of the unborn. Now, I do believe the President of the United States is pro-life. I do believe that the President does want to protect the lives of the unborn. But he is correct on this. He is actually hit that dartboard as he does right in the center. Protect the lives of innocent babies. Now, the media, science, Democrats, damn it, they all want to define when a baby is a baby. Everybody's got their when it's a baby. Until yesterday, Now, I understand what New York has done. I understand what Virginia wants to do, Vermont wants to do. But until yesterday, there was not a vote in Congress, which came through the Senate, which Ben Sass, thank you Ben Sass for this, Senator Sass, wanted everybody on record. It wasn't until yesterday that we really saw the lives of the innocent baby vote. It's a baby. It's been born. It is breathing. It has a heartbeat. It's on this side of the world that this was the last hope pro-life people had on this side of the womb. At least you're safe then. We knew you wanted to murder the baby all through the pregnancy, but this side we really felt this was our last safe space. The innocent babies. This is the side where we thought everybody considered it a baby. Democrats, independents, progressives, Republicans, no matter who you are, establishment Republican, moderate Republican, right wing, left wing, socialists, no matter who you are, we thought this was the side that everybody agreed it was a baby. And yesterday that vote pushed us to see exactly these Democrats, number 3, okay? These are the Democrats. All but 3. And don't go giving an applause to the 3. I'm going to explain why the 3 voted yes with Republicans yesterday. Born alive. Remember, infants deserve protection. These senators voted against legislation that would save babies born alive after the botched abortion. And there they are. And most of them are or will be Democrat candidates for president. Take us a break, Josh. When we get back, we're going to stay on this subject. I want to go a little deeper and in a different direction.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on-site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead. ahead.
It's truck season at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means it's time to haul home a payload of savings. Now save up to $6,700 off new Chevy Colorados at Days, or save up to $10,000 off new Chevy Silverado 1500 crew cabs. If Chevy makes the truck, we've got it, and you're going to save big during truck season. Going on right now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
All right, folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. This is how you contact the show. Show them, give them the information they're looking for. That number is a 24/7 right here. Does not go off. And there is the email address, all the social media ways to follow the show. That being said, how did we get here? Now, we talked about that just a minute ago, how we got here. And let's look at, I had one picture here that I wanted to go with, Josh. And it may not be available. No, I don't have it. Go ahead and put the Democrats up. Again, that number 3. Let's go with that number 3 as we finish up here. Now, Democrats block Republicans from saving infants born alive from botched abortions. There are articles everywhere. But the interesting thing, the 3 Democrats that voted with Republicans, white males. Women, Elizabeth Warren, Carmel. Let's change her to Carmel. Not Carmela. Carmel. She is not a sister. She's not a sister. She was not smoking spliffs with Snoop Dogg 2 years in college, 2 years before Snoop released his first album. She is not, her mommy and daddy are not African American. So we're going to call her Carmel Harris. And Kirsten Gillibrand, you remember the president identified her. She would come to Trump Tower. She'd do anything. She'd beg, do anything for a campaign contribution. Remember? The president said that. And just keep in mind, Kirsten Gillibrand, the senator from New York, has a big pharmaceutical fundraiser plan with Pfizer, right? Is it Pfizer? Look it up. Big pharmaceutical fundraiser for Kirsten Gillibrand with Pfizer Pharmaceuticals, right? I think, look it up. Trump told you she'd do anything for a campaign. She got mad. Oh, yeah, she'd come to my office. She'd do anything for a campaign contribution. Look up her fundraiser with Big Pharma. But there's Elizabeth Warren, Kamala Harris, Amy Klobuchar, Kirsten Gillibrand, all saying no to Ben Sasse, okay? Ben Sasse, and the Born Alive Abortion Survivor Protection Act. Voting no. It received 53 to 44. It was 53 to 44, 7 votes shy of the required 60. 7 votes shy of required 60. Now, the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Act, I mean, I don't know how these candidates, the bill would mandate doctors attempt to save born alive infants instead of allowing them to die. The bill amends the federal criminal code to require any health care practitioner who is present when a child is born alive following an abortion or attempted abortion to, 1, exercise the same degree of care as reasonably provided to any other born child alive at the same gestation age. Now that means once a child is born, okay? So if you are in the hospital, or someone's in the hospital and they're giving birth to a child, once that child is born, and this is a baby born that somebody wants, there's a level of care that's required ethically, morally, and by law. That's required. A practitioner is required to care for that baby in a certain way after birth. This would require that practitioner that's there for an abortion to change from being the abortionist, the killer, the murderer, to the lifesaver and the caregiver. And they say no. That means that as soon as any child born alive at the same gestation age exercise the same degree of care and responsibility or reasonable provided to any other child born. 2, ensure that such child is immediately admitted to a hospital, reads the legislation. The term born alive, the bill explains, means the complete expulsion or extraction from his or her mother at any stage of development, which after such expulsion or extraction breathes or has a beating heart. I'm sorry, it took just a bit for me to, I had to take a little break there myself. 3 Democrats voted yes. The only 3 Democrats, Bob Casey Jr., Democrat for Pennsylvania. Now, I want to tell you before you cheer for Bob Casey Jr., Democrat of Pennsylvania. He just won re-election against Lou Bartoletta. Lou Bartoletta in PA ran against him for Senate. Just won re-election. He is safe. Now there's a couple reasons here. This does not make Bob Casey Jr. the honorable man that he wants you to believe he is. He's a low-life piece of garbage. He is. He is a piece of garbage. He is not his father. Remember, Bob Casey Sr., former governor of Pennsylvania, was taken off the list of speakers in New York, okay, by then former governor of Arkansas, Bill Clinton, at the DNC convention because he would not remove his pro-life comments from his speech. That's who Bob Casey Sr. was. This guy, Bob Casey Jr., senator from Pennsylvania, don't cheer for this guy. Don't clap. Don't send him a thank you message. He did not do this for no other reason. Pennsylvania is very pro-life. Oh, yeah, very pro-life. They are an old blue state. The Democrats can't figure out why they lost Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is an old blue state. Pennsylvania is an old blue union state. Pennsylvania has, but the people that are the old blue union Pennsylvania people there, they are pro-life. They're good people. They're hard-working people. They are moral and ethical for the most part. That's how Trump won. So Pennsylvania, Senator Bob Casey is safe, and they wanted to pull this issue off. They needed this thing off of election 2020. They could not have this in Pennsylvania in 2020, period. Okay? Second, Joe Manchin of West Virginia. Done deal. What does that mean? Joe may be pro-life. I don't know. Joe may be an okay guy. Nah, he's a Democrat. He can't be. But the one thing I know for sure, he may be safe. He may have 6 years between now and running again. But he votes no on this bill, he could pack up and leave. Never would he get reelected again in the state of West Virginia. So that's the bottom line with Joe. Joe's career, I know you're saying to me, but there's other things that Joe Manchin could have voted for to end his career, or he did vote for that should have ended his career. I'm just going to tell you now, people of West Virginia, this was an end. This ended his career if he voted no. Senator Doug Jones, Democrat from Alabama, voted yes. Okay? And he voted yes. He is the one in a special election beat the old judge down there, what's his name? I forget his name. The Republican. Bad candidate, but anyhow. Doug Jones voted yes, and he's hoping that this yes will sell him as the moderate Democrat that doesn't always side or walk the line. This is the Alabama prayer. This is the Democrat Alabama prayer of going back to Washington as a Democrat in an actual regular election instead of a special election against Roy Moore. By the way, what happened to all those lawsuits against Roy Moore and all of those Me Too moments and him touching girls at the shopping center when they were 14? What happened to that and dating them? Anyhow, Senator Doug Jones from Alabama, this is their hope that they could get the people of Alabama to vote for him in 2020 when Alabama, or when he runs again. I don't know if he's up in 2020, but getting them in Alabama to vote for him as the person that, hey, you know what, we could trust Doug to do the right thing when it comes time to do the right thing. But Nancy would like him back as a Democrat from Alabama to vote for all those radical things that she needs done. So those are your three Democrats, okay? Headlines everywhere except this morning. Not one mention. Now, if it happened on CNN, now I watch 4 a.m. to 4:15. I watch Fox News 4 a.m. to 4:15. I watch CNN 4 a.m. to 4:15. That means my first 30 minutes at 4 a.m. is on TV, and then I take about 30 minutes to read articles. Then I hit 5 o'clock and I watch MSNBC. I don't watch Fox anymore throughout the day. I don't want to hear what they have to say. Then I watch MSNBC at 5 a.m. for 15 minutes. CNN for the top of 5 o'clock, see if anything changes there for about 10 minutes. Then I switch it back to MSNBC so I can be right there when Morning Joe and Minka come on to try to continue destroying this country. That being said, if they did it, and hid this story at 7:55, 6:55, whatever, okay? A lot of viewership drops after 7:30, 6:30, 5:30. It picks back up top of the hour. If they did this story anywhere in those networks, I missed it. I cannot see. Now, I told you this morning, my first segment was on the deep state media and everything they wanted to put on to push the president in Vietnam off the radar. I was not wrong, but this is this is a win-win for them. This is killing two birds, oh, no pun intended, with one stone. Push. Their news cycle this week, pushing with Michael Cohen, pushing the president off the news cycle. Their news cycle this week they've created, pushing this right here, letting you know that very simply, see, America, I said, you see, if you would sit this morning and you would read this sentence, the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act, okay? You have America saying, okay, what's wrong with that? How did we get here? What is wrong with that? Then you have, then somebody says, yeah, but the Born Alive, I mean, they write that just to make, then say, no, let me read you this. The bill amends the Federal Criminal Code to require any healthcare practitioner who is present when a child is born alive following an abortion or attempted abortion to, 1, exercise the same degree of care as reasonably provided to any other child born alive at the same gestation age. Period. America is blown away by this. The deep state media doesn't want you to know that they're okay with this murder. Democrats are okay with this murder. Democrat candidates for presidents are okay with the level of this murder. And don't forget, folks, if they're okay, see, Trump got it right in the tweet, babies, okay? Some might be out there saying the unborn, he didn't say babies. These are babies, okay? Not that they're not babies when they're unborn, but I'm just saying. The president got it right in that tweet. In fact, we'll close this segment with that. Let's go to the president's tweet again. Number one, Senate Democrats just voted against legislation to prevent the killing of newborn infant children. Newborn infant children. The Democrat position on abortion is now so extreme that they don't mind executing babies after birth. When they're born and their heart is beating and they're breathing, they execute them. You might not like the words. They kill these kids. Throw them in a trash can. I'm sorry. Yes, they throw them in a trash can. There's been stories and reports of being thrown in the trash can alive. How did we get here? Number two, this will be remembered as one of the most shocking votes in the history of Congress. If there is one thing we should all agree on, it's protecting the lives of innocent babies. I want to close with this segment saying this, and pay attention to it. You know, in the 2018 election, 2018, the deep state media tried to lead the people of this country to believe the reason the Democrats took back control, this is not true, but they tried to lead you to believe the reason the Democrats took back control of the House of Representatives is because the American people trusted them more with health care. The American people trusted them more with pre-existing conditions. The American people trusted them more, the Democrats, to handle health care issues for them. Really? The Democrats, keep in mind, the people in the media keeps telling you you trust to handle your health care. You trust to handle pre-existing conditions. You trust to handle prescription drug costs. You trust to go after the insurance companies. The people they say you trust in the time of your need and your health care and determine whether you live or die, or if we should sustain your life and if it's worth keeping, are the same ones that voted no. And I'm telling you, if they're okay with murder on this side of the womb, what are they okay with? And what will stop them from doing anything else where your life is concerned? And you trust them? Don't think for 1 minute 2018 is because the American people trusted Democrats more with health care. Not true. I'm your host, BKP. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We got a couple more things and we got to wrap up our day.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
It's truck season at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means it's time to haul home a payload of savings. Now save up to $6,700 off new Chevy Colorados at Days, or save up to $10,000 off new Chevy Silverado 1500 crew cabs. If Chevy makes the truck, we've got it, and you're going to save big during truck season. Going on right now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Hey, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh, let's tell them how they can always contact the show. There you go. There's a phone number, email address, and all the social media ways you can check out the show. Okay, look. Fake news, right? And we didn't finish. We're not done, but we have the Justin Smollett, is that his name? Smollett, okay. What he just did, he beat himself up. He had somebody beat him up, rough him up, chemicals, noose, mega hat, Trump country. And then he's also sent something through the mail to himself, very racial threats. So we have that. Now, they will keep coming because there's an attempt. If you'll watch the news, okay, you know, and I always refer to Gumby, you know, Joe Scarborough, Gumby. If you watch the news, you continue to hear Scarborough say, although Smollett and this happened, it does not take away from hate crimes on the rise under Donald Trump. That's all you ever hear from the media. Yes, although Smollett did this, and it's totally wrong, hate crimes are still on the rise under Donald Trump. Somehow, this is Donald Trump. But this is not going to stop, all right? And here's a story I had Josh look up. I've looked up a couple times just to make sure before I bring it to you. And this dropped February 25th. Put the picture up I just sent you. Activists to stand trial for arson. This is Jackson. This is transgender. Transgender activists burned own dogs to death in fake hate crime. Fake hate crime. Will this get front page? Will they go through his computer or her or whatever the hell it is? Okay? Will they? What kind of person burns their own cats and dogs to get more attention as a victim? A social justice activist. Okay? Every good movie deserves a sequel, at least a prequel. I just got off the phone with Bill Martinez telling me that there would soon be another Jesse story. And here it is, right after that. Jesse Smollett referring to. When the home of Nikki Jolie burned down in 2017, killing 5 pets, the FBI investigated it as a hate crime. After all, the transgender man and gay rights activist had received threats after having a banner year in a conservative town. In the prior 6 months, he helped open the city's first gay center, community center, organized the first gay festival, and after 18 years of failed attempt, helped lead a bruising battle for an ordinance that prohibited discrimination against gays. For his efforts, a local paper named him as Citizen of the Year. Authorities later determined the fire was intentionally set, but the person they arrested came as shock to both supporters and opponents of the gay rights movement. It was the Citizen of the Year, Nikki Jolie. That's who got arrested. Okay. Jolie also appeared to have benefited fundraisers off the attack. He benefited fundraisers off the attack. Okay. The church officials, Barbara Shelton and Bobby James, when asked by police about the possible motive for the fire, said Jolie was disappointed the Jackson Pride Parade and Festival held 5 days before the blaze hadn't received more attention or protest. Fake. He faked it. She faked it. Whatever the hell, it's a trend. I don't know if it's Julie, Jolie, or whatever. Faked the story. Right there. Folks, I'm just telling you. Just telling you. Okay, so go ahead and take that down. Yesterday, I want to give a brief on this. Don't want to go too far into it. If you did not get a chance to see it, because I'm going to get an opportunity to interview Georgia House Speaker David Ralston here shortly. Yesterday, the Speaker of the House came out and announced that he was putting a study committee together. David Ralston addressed the Georgia State Assembly yesterday for 20 minutes concerning a week and a half long of allegations and the yelling into a microphone that Eric Erickson, no talent Eric Erickson's been doing, plus the using his position, plus the 10 that signed on to a resolution asking the Speaker to resign, and other activists out there concerning these court dates that are over and above 5, 7, 10, and maybe 12 years. That being said, the Speaker came out, and one thing he announced that I'm not understanding what they want, okay? They want his resignation, okay? Let me see the bill. Is there a current bill? I spoke to somebody that said, are you happy or are you okay with what Georgia House Speaker David Ralston just said on the floor? And the individual said, no, absolutely not. If he had come to the floor and dropped a bill to change this legislative leave law, that would have been different. Okay. Who has filed a bill? Is there a bill filed? I ask David Clark. Did he file a resolution, okay, to remove the Speaker? You know, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this, and the only way I know how to put it together here, you know, when I was a kid, we had a whole bunch of dogs, and when a car would go by, there'd be 5 dogs jump off the front porch, go crazy, and chase that car up to where it made the turn on the top of the hill. We always made a joke. Wonder what happens if those dogs catch that car. So you know the old story that you've seen many times, dog take off, try to catch the car. And they run right beside it sometimes. But you always say, what happens if that dog catches that car? If that dog catches that car, that dog looks and says, I don't know what I have. I don't know what I just caught. So as Clark, and I want to know this, it may be out there, as Eric Erickson, no talent Erickson, is yelling into the microphone and listing phone numbers for you to call to ask for the Speaker's resignation, while they're yelling and the AJC is writing stories and they're yelling, the activists are yelling to call the governor's office and ask for Ralston's resignation, I ask, is there, because there are attorneys on the Senate side as well as there is on the House of Representatives. Now, where is the bill that's been filed? Now, a week and a half ago, okay, or 2 weeks when this started, why didn't they file a bill? Where is the bill that they filed? So Ralston steps down today. Now, I didn't say he was going to, okay? Just say, Ralston steps down today and says, okay, I'm out of here. One, who goes up into the well? And two, do they have the bill ready now, absolutely right now, to pass to change the legislative leave law? Do they? I don't think so. The Speaker is being taken to task because he said he was going to form a committee. Crossover day is Friday. There's really no way to drop that bill for the change of legislative leave, run it through committee. It has to get a first and second reader, get it voted on and moved over to the Senate by Friday night at midnight. Right? It's not going to happen. But the Speaker of the House has committed a couple things. He's committed, if I'm correct, that he's going to move all the cases in question off of his calendar and off of the court docket. That's one. So if it's about the victims and their day in court, it's coming May or June. But he's going to move them all off. Two, he's committed to create a study committee, and here's what he's going to do, of Republicans and Democrats, okay, advocates, victims' rights advocate groups, yes, victim rights advocate groups. He's going to create the study panel with judges, prosecutors, and they're going to review states, other states that have a legislative leave law for what they call citizen representatives, because these people are only there for 40 days. And they're going to look at those states and then have a committee hearing and rewrite the law. Now, if I will say this, I'm going to look at this camera right now. If next year, one of the very first bills filed is not a new legislative leave law, then the Speaker of the House should step down. That's what I say. That's right. I will then look at this camera and tell you the Speaker of the House then should step down, and for good reason, people should ask for him to step down. But right now, asking him to step down and not asking him for a solution paints the truth that I've felt has been going on, is this is not about the victims. This is a battle between different fractions of the Republican Party. Need I say any more? I'm your host, BKP. We're going to take a little break here. We're going to come back and wrap up the show. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
It's truck season at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means it's time to haul home a payload of savings. Now save up to $6,700 off new Chevy Colorados at Days, or save up to $10,000 off new Chevy Silverado 1500 crew cabs. If Chevy makes the truck, we've got it, and you're going to save big during truck season. Going on right now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Elijah next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Elijah next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We've got about 5 or 6 minutes here left. I was just rolling through social media here, looking at some things. We got about 5 or 6 minutes left here on the show. All right, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm getting ready here. Trying to get this together. No, that's not what I want to do. Sorry, folks. There we go. All right. Right here at the end of the show, want to comment on let's see, what was that? All right, something I want you to keep an eye on, okay? This is going to be not national news, but it's going to be big. And I say this, you just pay attention. The United Methodist Church, United Methodist vote. No same-sex weddings, no gay clergy. Watch this story because they're going to finish voting, I think, today. This story dropped this morning. Watch what happens. I knew this was coming in the United Methodist Church. I knew it was coming. They started same-sex marriages, same-sex. They started gay clergy, and I knew there was going to be a clash. And the good old Methodist, I mean, you know, there was that separation. You know, Methodist, Baptist. We're not going to go there. I knew this was going to come to a clash in that church. Pay attention to it. I'm just saying, pay attention. All right? Now, before we leave, let me go through some of the pictures that I may not have run this morning that I want to run. Let me see here. I think we went through everything here. Cohen, okay, I was looking here. They claim, and here's something I just looked, and I told you this weekend. I went ahead and watched again. I don't know, a couple times in my life, All the President's Men, Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman. What we have here is I remember Watergate briefly as a young child, but I have read and studied Watergate since that time, and actually knowing it as a child and being upset, watching my mother be upset because Watergate hearings would preempt soap operas in the afternoon. So we had to watch them. They were the only thing on the big three networks. All right. And echoes of Watergate, Trump's ex-lawyer is expected to tell all the House committee, after more than a decade as the keeper of Donald Trump's secret, Michael Cohen has been spilling the beans about President's private business deals, foreign interests, and alleged mistresses to federal prosecutors. He's going to claim that the president broke laws while in the White House. This comes from Dean. Remember Dean, the attorney, White House attorney? This is likely a chance Wednesday when Cohen testifies before a House Oversight Committee in a hearing that could be the most damaging for the president since former White House counsel John Dean helped bring down Richard Nixon during the Watergate scandal. Dean sent a comment. He's 80 years old. He has the potential to be a very devastating witness. They're all hanging on this devastating witness tomorrow. You know, the media would love for Michael Cohen to say something. Remember when what's his name, FBI Director Comey was fired, okay? And everybody got all bent out of shape because Trump said, hey, why does he get a ride home on our plane, okay? Seriously. You have media that are cheering, that wish that Michael Cohen could just say that right thing tomorrow. that we could tell Trump, you can't ride Air Force One home. I know you think I'm so silly and I go in a direction, but this is how these people are. They would love, they're in those newsrooms, and there's kids in there saying, wow, look what he did to Comey. I wish there was a time when he was somewhere and we said to him, you can't ride Air Force One home. I mean, they would actually hope that there is something that Michael Cohen could say, okay, today or tomorrow, that would cause them to immediately start impeachment proceedings and embarrass him. I mean, Thursday, the news will be all day. Could what Michael Cohen testified be grounds for impeachment while our President of the United States is trying to talk to Kim Jong-un about denuclearization? Let's discredit our president while he's trying to denuclearize the country. If you love Barack Hussein Obama, okay, if you love him and you love Moochel, as they call her, and you love Clinton, but you really love Obama, then remember, supposedly Obama said this was his biggest threat. This is what would keep him up at night, is North Korea. Then why not? Since Obama said it, why not support the president? Instead of trying to minimize our president during a time, okay, that he needs to be strong on the foreign stage. CNBC, Michael Cohen is expected to tell Congress that Trump broke the law while in office. Former president's personal attorney, lawyer Michael Cohen, on Tuesday starts his 3-day congressional appearances by giving closed-door interviews. Trump's former fixer is expected to detail what he claims to know about Trump's contracts with Russia, hush payments made while prior to the 2016 election, and other sensitive matters. Don't forget, his attorney is the piece of garbage Lanny Davis, and we will go into that tomorrow. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Don't forget, go to fetchyournews.com for your daily news. Click on all of the websites. When you go to fetchyournews.com, you can see it there. All of the websites come up at the top, and we would absolutely love for you to go check those out and send us a message about our reporting. If you would ever want to join our team, fetchyournews.com, you send us an email, info, I-N-F-O, at fetchyournews.com. If you want to do research, you want to be a reporter, you want to be an investigative reporter, you want to do your own show, get in touch with us. I'm your host, BKP. Right after these messages, they will be running North Georgia's only sports show, Instant Replay, with Dave Garner and Luther Kinsey. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Josh, take us out of here.